where now it's the heart of the city again, culturally, the diversity.
Downtown LA has done a really amazing job of preserving LA's architecture. Bradbury Building, Union Square, the $1 Million Theater.
Downtown is what makes LA a city.
Downtown LA is culturally diverse and a historic place, but it's also where you can find the poorest of the poor, and I'm sure you can find the richest of the rich.
Downtown has become sort of the cultural center again of the city. It's reinvigorated that way. And it wasn't that way before, certainly not before the riots.
Alright, so we're heading on down to downtown. Hopefully get some good interviews. Here we go.
Analyzing Culver City Station.
What was the LA riots like for you?
I was in jail when that happened. National Guard, segregation, the whites, the blacks, and the Mexicans all segregated.
Were you here by any chance? Do you want to say?
California.
California,
dude.
Nice.
Look, I was even in prison with the dudes that did it.
During the LA riots?
On my dead mom.
You were here during the LA riots, right?
Right.
You cannot make a picture here.
Living in Los Angeles.
Is there any chance you could just say a couple sentences about it? We really appreciate it.
And they burned down a lot of the department stores. It was really, really big. It was.
Yeah.
I was working graveyard, and the police had to escort me to my job at night. They were escorting me, and I had to have a special letter from my employer. I started at midnight, and then the Vernon Police Department would take me into where I used to work.
Riots. Yes, it's a bad situation.
So, walking up City Hall, got a few interviews so far. A lot of people don't really want to talk about it, but it's working pretty well so far. No?
I remember I was teaching at that time. I brought some students from Mexico over here just to see the aftermath. That's about all. I have a home out in Paris, California, and they burned the hotel over there too. That's almost before I was born.
Oh, you're not?
I know, as a kid. It was just like civil unrest because people were mad about whatever was going on.
Right, do you know what Reginald Denny is? And
I know who he, I don't know him personally, but
yeah, of course.
I know the name from what I've seen. I know, you probably know more than me about it.
Oh,
Right? Yeah.
yeah, do you know anything about it?
I don't know.
Know anything about it?
Oh, the riot. There was a lot of casualties and burned down. I lived here. There was a lot of places that were burning down, obviously.
Rodney King?
There you go. I think that was motivated by the police. They police time and chain or something around this guy on the highway and beat him, and somebody died and buy this picture of him.
The thing I know is what I saw on TV.
Yeah.
Rodney King went to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
92 would be great.
I worked in the City of Commerce. I clearly remember standing in our driveway at 1217 North Page when I heard the news. Oh, somebody had attacked the bus down in South Central. And you don't want my opinion of that at all. No, my opinion of that whole thing is very, very not politically correct. I still don't think that the riot should ever have taken place. But I think the community would have been upset if it had not. I don't think that those officers should have been even tried, let alone found innocent or not. Because there's no way in the world a person wouldn't think that his or her life was being threatened. He was a 267-pound man. He was shot with two 50,000-volt tasers. One of them would kill one of us. He was shot with two of them and still advancing toward him. No way did they not think he was on PCP, just as I still think he was. And he sees no reason in the world why they were ever tried. Rodney King.
False accusation towards the cops.
Oh, it was. I mean, of course they thought their life. Have you two ever seen what a person on PCP can do?
Latasha Harlins, do you know?
That was a whole different thing, and I think that was illegitimate too. There's no way in the world that anybody would ever think this little girl wasn't trying to steal an orange juice. She lived in a neighborhood. She knew nothing but stealing orange merchandise in her bag. I think she was trying to steal it too. Sees the gun. I would have shot her. I would have shot her too. When you put all of that in context, you can understand how both of them reacted. I've been here 20 years, and the worst people in the world are the young black guys. The Asians are fine. They don't understand what you're saying. Okay, there were some good things that came out of it. Whether those things could have come otherwise, I don't know. I still prefer to call it South Central. South LA has enjoyed somewhat of a renaissance. It's pretty natural, but before, no, at all. And I think that those are the two things, the two positives that have come out of the riots. You guys ended with President Trump. I'm moving to Panama.